Hello, my little snatchadoodles. It is Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's time for another chapter of Murder at the Snatch.
And then I shit in my tights. Welcome to another version of Murder at the Snatch.
Murder at the Snatch, murder at the Snatch, murder at the Snatch, snatch. That's it been in my head all week, pretty much.
Here we are.
Sexy and quick. Like how I love all my sexual encounters. Okay, Murder at the Snatch.
Hello, friends.
Now I'm in a different setting now. I'm actually in my freezing cold garden shed, but that means I can be as smutty as I want, as loud as I want.
Hello there. Good morning. Before I begin, I'd just like to apologise for the noises you may hear coming from next door. They've taken it upon themselves to do some DIY to their rented property. What will the landlord think about that?
Okay. Murder at the Snatch, Chapter 9. Where there's a whiff, there's a way. Clever. November 1929. Okay, where are we in? Okay, sort of at the end of the story timeline that we've got.
Fanny couldn't believe her luck when she saw him again. There he was, the adulterous never present and tiny Dick Arnie's strokes.
It's not very nice.
He looked wildly different, but she could never mistake those hollow, loveless eyes, even from some distance away.
Fanny had very good eyesight. Maybe that will come into play later. I don't know. Has Fanny seen something?
It had been 2 years since she left London and arrived in Whiff after a brief stint as a sex worker at the back door inn in Minchhole. It's true.
Oh my God, they were in love. But unfortunately, Dick got a fatal case of knob rot and died. Unfortunately, Dick got a fatal case of knob rot and died whilst inside her. What a way to go.
Oh, that is horrific. Oh, that's really disturbing. But surely if his dick was rotting, then her fanny would now be rotting. Please tell me you just heard that. I don't even know what that was. Hello? Oh my God, I think there's a ghost in here. Jack's saying hello from the other room. At least I know I'm not alone. Died inside her.
Jesus.
His robust and full-flavoured penis snapped off inside Fanny's entry to Narnia, and his heart stopped soon after.
Fucking came off. I thought he just died, like, while in the position. I guess, imagine Doggy. He seems like a doggy man, I think. Fuck me.
Jesus, Reese. Jesus. Jessica Fletcher would be fucking ashamed, scorned, disgusted. Oh.
God, you don't want to be catching knob rot. Oh. She, as you can imagine, was deeply traumatised once more and took her and Tabwood. Tabby and Edward, yes, come on, joint names. I'm so glad that's it. Tabwood out of the brothel and found a cheap bedsit in the next town along. With Tabwood's in it.
Edward had become accustomed to his new name. Dick bought them lots of new clothes, and there was no mistaking now that Tabby was no longer the little girl she was born as, because that's life.
Edward had been well and truly constructed now, and the young lad was the only constant in Fanny's life.
They would go for long walks on the seafront. Edward sat on Fanny's shoulders. She would buy him ice cream and take real enjoyment shouting, "Edward! Edward! Come here!" whenever he was running too far out of her sight.
Fanny had been fucked 6 ways from Sunday while working at the Backdoor Inn and hadn't taken a lover since.
Her low torpille hadn't been touched for 2 years.
Toupee?
Toupee.
Torpedo.
Torquay.
Hello, Torquay.
Hello, Torquay. Does he mean her Mitch?
Her low toupee. Her low toupee. Her low toupee hadn't been touched for 2 years, and she was content. She took a deep breath, inhaling the sea air, and turned to start back home when she saw him. I think that's how it went. She's probably more subdued than that, a bit more, less panto.
He was jumping off Johnny Finger's wagon. Oh, Johnny's back. Good. I like Johnny. The creep.
Hello, come in.
Oh, can I come in?
Yes.
Were you filming or not?
I'm still filming, yes.
I'm sorry.
It'll all go.
Huh?
It'll all go.
It'll all go.
I just have to keep filming, you see.
Oh, I see. Is that a sausage sandwich?
I'd love a sausage sandwich, please. Although after that last bit of story, I'm not sure. Yes, I will. This is new. Daisy hasn't heard any of this stuff, so she's going to be quite perturbed.
He was jumping off Johnny Finger's wagon, beaming ear to ear. He was also bizarrely doing up his fly. She thought, I wonder what he had to do to get a ride to Whiff. I think you know, Fanny. I think we all know.
Johnny Fingers just wants to have a little butchers at his willy, I think. She felt her knuckles clench at the very sight of him. Why here? Of all the places. Did he know she was here? As she felt her fingernails pierce her palm. Oh. Small droplets of blood fell to the sand. Why are you doing these fingernail analogies? They had snapping off fingernails. I don't like that. That freaks me out a little bit.
She looked at her now blood-stained hand and sucked the blood into her mouth.
Edward ran over from one of the beach donkeys he was playfully kicking in the dick. And said worriedly,
Mummy, are you alright? Mummy's fine, Eddie. Mummy, darling, sweetie. Mummy, sweetie. Mummy, sweetie, darling. Mummy, Eddie, darling. Mummy's fine, Eddie. Let's get home. Race him.
Edward loved a race. She gave him a head start and gave one final look over to Arnie as he stepped into the snatch. Fanny whispered under breath,
You won't be here long, you rotten turd. I'll make sure of that. Fanny! I am Team Fanny at this point, but if she's the murderer...
Edward had got little ways into the distance and had even taken a brief second to push a donkey over onto his back legs onto his back legs akimbo. The small child who was riding the mule was now trapped underneath the body of the donkey, and he cried out in pain, but all Edward did was point and laugh. What a horrid little cunt.
What a horrid little cunt. My thoughts exactly. What a little cat. What a little fucking piece of... What a little fat piece of shit. Fucking hell. Poor bloody donkey, that's what I'm saying. Fucking hell.
What a horrid little cunt.
What a horrible little cunt. That's exactly what I was thinking.
What a horrid little cunt.
What a horrid little cunt. Perfect.
Fanny ran to catch up, past the squashed donkey boy and into the arms of her son. Mummy's got you, Edward. No one will ever take you from me. Now the race begins. And off they went, and we've got Fanny in front and Edward following close up behind. Edward/Tabby is falling back.
... We have a period. There is time gone by / a different location. I don't know what, but we're going to find out. Arnie shuffled into the snatch.
He was a husk of the man he used to be. Gone was the deceptively charming face. He was now covered in a mess of beard, and his face looked like something a magpie would assemble up a tree. His... Ugh. He was a husk of the man he used to be. Gone was the deceptively charming face. He was now covered in a mess of beard, and his face looked like something a magpie would assemble up a tree.
It's good. It's nice writing.
Ooh. His drinking had got out of hand, and it showed. He had lost everything when Cannon turned on him. He knew he had to stop killing women who have sex for money and find a way out of London. So Arnie was the hammer killer! I mean, it doesn't say it, but I'm pretty sure he was.
He knew he had to stop killing women who have sex for money and find a way out of London. Yeah, probably should, mate. Probably should. I mean, what do I know? But probably should. With little to no money to his name, he was soon evicted from his home and became what London locals called a buggery vagrant. Buggery vagrant. A buttery flaky crust.
Committing lewd acts in public places with fellow vagrants for money. It was like smelly, gross, visually disturbing street theatre and proved quite popular for a short time.
It sounds like the Edinburgh Fringe.
He made enough money just to just about feed himself, but was nowhere near having enough to get out of London.
He had got chatting to Johnny Fingers after a particularly emotional vagrant buggering. Johnny had said that if Arnie was desperate to get out of London, he knew an easy scenic route to the coast.
He wouldn't charge, but he said he would glance occasionally at Arnie's penis on the journey. You sly dog, Johnny.
Can I have a look at your dick?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Show us your dick, mate.
show us your dick.
No,
Okay.
not now.
No.
Oh, it's Johnny Fingers, it's the same guy.
Yeah, Johnny Fingers is knocking about quite a lot recently.
He just likes to drive people up to the coast and look at them.
Yeah, he's a bit of a perv.
Mm. Johnny began to tell Arnie of the first time he took someone from London to Cornwall. Fanny!
We know who this is.
Johnny began to tell Arnie of the first time he took someone from London to Cornwall. Lovely girl, right? Like, you needed to get away from the capital. So much sadness in her eyes. He's not from Cornwall. He's from London. Lovely girl. Like you needed to get away from... Like you. Lovely girl. Like you. Needed to get away from the capital. So much sadness in her eyes. But her and the little one seemed hopeful of a fresh new start. Cracking breaths on her too. Never forget the name either. Fanny. Didn't say her last name. Said it didn't matter.
Arnie's heart skipped. He asked quickly, Fanny? A woman called Fanny? And a little girl?
Oh no, sir. The child was called... Oh, God. I can't remember. But it was a boy's name for certain. Sure did look like a girl, though.
Arnie became frantic and asked, well, where did you drop them off and when, Johnny? When? When?
Well, it was a couple of years ago now, pal. Bad luck, son. Bad luck. Dropped them off in a town called Minchole. But last I heard, they'd skipped to the town over. Whiff, I think it's called.
Skip to the next town over. Whiff, I think it's called. Take me to Whiff, Johnny. Take me to Whiff, and you can grab... Oh. Excuse me. Take me to Whiff, and you can grab Morning by the biscuit.
What the bollocks does that mean? Questioned Johnny, exactly.
Arnie screamed,
Wank my cock! Sorry.
Sorry, it's for...
Sorry, it's theatre. It's theatre.
We don't know what we're reading.
Yeah.
Terrible.
It's blind reading. It's blind reading.
No, thank you, Arnie. I only like to look at people's bits and bobs. But thanks for the offer. How polite has Johnny Fingers just got?
Right then, after Whiff we go, Mr. Strokes. Now get your pudding smacker out and let me have a look-see. Oh, Johnny, 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 be good. I love you. Johnny, I love you.
Ellipsis, we've had another time change area. Arnie had no idea that he was standing in the exact spot he would die in just 3 weeks. Oh, that's a vision, isn't it?
He approached an older-looking tipsy woman at the bar of the Snatch and asked, "I'm looking for a young woman by the name of Fanny Strokes. She has a young kid with her."
The lady replied, slightly slurring her words. "Sorry, love. Only here for a wee dram. Don't get caught up in the local dramas of the locals. You lady, nice washer, young man. Let's walk you to my estate and you can tell me all about this Fanny." Oh my God, wait. Is this gonna be genitalia? Why is she drunk? Oh my God, is she mourning? Ah! Is this gonna be genitalia?
Arnie thought this woman was a little forward, but could not turn this act of kindness down and looked forward to washing the gristle out of his foreskin the most. That is unthinkable. I've just thought of it.
Thank you. That's ever so kind. Miss... I was doing the wrong voice. Sort of. Clarinet. But you can call me Clara, Mr. Strokes. Arnie laughed. I didn't tell you my name yet, Clara. Didn't you, dear? Well, it must be the drink. Come on, Stinky. Let's wash away all your horrible sins together. Clara grabbed Arnie forcefully by the wrist and pulled him out of the snatch and onto Dent's Nook Manor.
End of chapter.
Murder at the
Snatch,
snatch,
murder at the snatch, murder at the snatch, murder at the snatch,
murder at the snatch,
murder at the snatch,
murder at the snatch. Thank you.
Diddly-eyed log-loo doddly. It's the national anthem.
See you next time on Murder, She Wrote by Jessica Fletcher.
Fucking loved that. Again, oh, I just want it to be next Friday. I'm wishing my life away because of these fucking chapters, Reese. You need to stop making them so good. That was really clever because there was a lot of twist and turn. Finish it.
Next week I'll send it to you upside down. Cool, bye!
Love you, Reese baby poos.
Of Murder at the Snatch, Murder at the Snatch, Murder at the Snatch, Murder. We now sing that in our household whenever someone does an innuendo.
Have a great week.
This could go in so many directions. Okay, thanks. Can't wait for next week. Love you, bye.
That's it. Like, oh my God. Bring on next week. Bring it on. Bring it on. Well done, Reese. You've done it again.
Okay, but brilliant. Lovely stuff. See you next time for Murder at the Snatch. Chapter 10, we're in double figures, baby. Oh!
Mistake those loose, hollow, loveless eyes.
Loose. When
Loose?
does it say loose?
But you can never mistake those hollow, loveless eyes.
What chapter are we on?
9?
Wow.
I think it's 9. Can't remember. It could be 8.
I can't wait for next week.
Whoa.
I quite like doing it in the morning.
Yeah, it's a different vibe, isn't it?
It's a different energy.
Energy. Wholesome.
I'll brush my teeth next time.
Wholesome.
Bye.
Bye.
Took her and Tab Ward. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What's Tab Ward?
Here's what I found.
Water butt replacement tap. A water butt replacement tap. Right. She, as you can imagine, was deeply traumatised once more and took her and Tab Ward. So she took her and her replacement tap.